I'm with James Scott at Day of Days, our annual interview at this soiree. Yeah,
This isn't the only time of the
Oh
year we
no, no,
talk.
no,
No.
no! But our annual Day
This
of
is our
Days, and our
annual
Day of Days.
Day of Days interview.
Yes, yes. I know there's big stuff coming up for Ejammy fans.
That was on my list of things not to talk about.
We can always
I got a
edit.
list this
We can always.
morning that
Oh,
said,
it's not on the
These
thing.
are the things you
Oh,
can't
okay.
talk about.
Okay.
How do you know that?
I just perception.
Perception.
Yeah. I know Johnny's gonna go missing, and so that's coming up. That just happened, I think.
Does it happen? I'm so out of the loop when it comes to all that.
Yes.
But good. I mean, if that stuff is happening, without giving any story away, I can tell you that it's. I think it's really exciting stuff.
Yeah. I just hear, and I won't give it away, but I hear this great stuff coming up actually, involving you and I think some blackmail and some things too. Am I on the right track?
Blackmail.
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
There's such a time lag, you see. We shot this in, January
1923.
of 2007. Yeah. So, yes, there is some blackmail coming up. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a little bit nefarious. EJ's
know.
not really behaving himself.
So were you excited about that? Like, did you think it was like cool, or was it weird?
I think EJ works best when he's kind of a prick.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, actually, because those two things coming up really are the two of the central qualities that he has. He's a prick, and he loves his family. And so you have a situation with his son going missing where you really get to see that side of him. And then a situation that happens with the blackmail where he's just been kind of a prick.
I love him when he's a prick. I do.
I like him when he's a
I
prick,
do too. I do. There's so many children that have gone missing or dead or problems with EJ.
Never moved to Salem.
Never moved to Salem. Never. So how are you liking? There's been so many changes behind the scenes. Like every day we're, as journalists, we're looking and it's like there's a new executive producer, there's a new producer, there's a new writer. How is it for you being, one of the central figures of the show and most beloved and even though you're prick, they love you.
Well, I have to tell you, and actually the viewers, that I am the new executive producer of the show.
I knew it.
today.
I knew there was a difference in the show.
Oh, you're getting it to hear first.
So you're executive producing and starring in the show.
I'm executive producing and starring in the show. I was made executive producer at 9:30 this morning. I'm hoping to make
Why
it.
not?
I'm hoping to make it through dinner. We'll see.
Not on this show.
No. There is a whole other side to this business.
It's called show business.
right? As Herb Stein, who's the director on the show, said to me, they don't call it show art.
That's for sure.
So the business side of it and the executive producers on it's really on the sort of interface between business and creative. They've made a lot of changes, and I don't necessarily understand all of them, but I know that they're in the best interest of the show. And I know the people who've made those changes have made them because they feel like it is the way to put the show in the strongest possible position and tell the best possible story in the best way. Because at the end of the day, it's a numbers game. Audience, and that's it. People watching the show, we do well. People don't watch the show, we don't do well. And they really feel that by making these changes, they can create a show that is more compelling to a broader audience.
But your fans were very concerned that you may have been leaving the show. So that was a big... Yes.
I signed my contract yesterday.
For sure? For real?
For real. I actually signed it.
I just want to double check.
I signed it yesterday. Yeah.
So are you feeling good about that? Are you good with it?
I feel two things. I mean, first of all, I'm just glad it's out of the way because,
Contract negotiations suck.
It was 6 months of, it wasn't fun. But, I'm really, really happy to have got through it. We came to a really, really good mutual agreement. And, my position was consistent, which is that I wanted to be a part of the show, but there were some changes that were happening on the show that, that we needed to address, and we figured it out. And it took a while.
So one of the stipulations wasn't you'd appear just one day a week.
No. One of the stipulations is not that I appear one day a week.
Okay,
No.
okay.
I'll be around.
Okay.
EJ, I feel, has been a very prominent character on the show. I'm reassured is going to continue to be a very prominent character on the show. And, I know that we have a contract through 2013, and I would very much hope to be there.
That's fantastic. I think people will be really thrilled to hear that because the fans on Twitter, which you're not a part of Twitter, on Twitter.
I don't do the twits.
You don't do the twits. Unfortunately, I do the twits. So yeah, and I have to though.
It's okay. You have part of your
I have to do that, and they always ask me about you. So I'm living through you with
You're
them.
my
I'm the voice.
gateway.
I'm the gateway. Clearly, I don't have all the right information, but
I apologize to all the people on Twitter. You can actually see my breath. Do you see that? It's that cold.
because it's that cold.
Uh,
Would you ever consider doing it, Twitter?
No,
Let's
for a
discuss.
number of reasons,
Yeah.
but one of the reasons is that if you call my cell phone, okay, my voicemail says,
Don't call
"Hi,
me."
it's James. Please leave me a message, but note that I do not check my messages every day and not at all on weekends." That's my voicemail. And the reason it's my voicemail is because I don't check my messages every day and I never check them on weekends. I check my email once a week. Do you know how often I would tweet? Never.
Yeah. Right.
Never.
So then it becomes a responsibility you would
Becomes a
feel, right? And another
responsibility
thing
I
you'd
don't
have
want
to
to
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, my life isn't that interesting. I mean, I see people who tweet about what their favorite breakfast cereal
I
is.
know. I
and-
don't do that.
and it,
I
you
just
know-
tweet about you, like what's going on with you.
Well, there we go. You see, you are Twitter, the voice of James Scott on
What's
Twitter.
going on
is
with
you.
James? What is he doing? Yeah.
There we go.
So coming up, I know you've been working with Ariane, and
I have.
and how has that been? And they made love, I think, in the scene or something.
Making love.
Making
I
love.
nailed her.
You
hard.
nailed her hard.
Yeah.
Making love is just not the right
We
word.
don't make love anymore.
I just also says,
Have
and
you seen these two characters?
they don't make love.
They don't make
The reason I
love.
say make love is because in the teaser lines that Day sends out, it goes make love.
Yeah.
And the make love, I don't know anyone that says make love or make
I
sweet,
think-
as Michelle Stafford would say, make sweet, sweet love.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that if they were to properly articulate what was happening between these
It's
two characters,
bonking.
it would, there's so much love in the sex and so much hate too. You
There's
know?
nothing
It's
better
it's
than love, hate, sex.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. They really care about each other at the end of the day, and it makes it much more interesting, And it's good. It's good. Yes, we do. We roll around in the hay a few times.
That's always exciting to look forward to. I say.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always for love, hate, sex.
Yes. It's good.